Hey, welcome back to Midas Letter Live. My guest in this segment is James Burns. He is the CEO of Alcanna Inc., trading on the TSX under the symbol CLIQ. James, welcome.
Thank you.
James, tell me, what does Alcanna do?
At the moment, we are the largest private retailer of liquor in Canada. I think we're probably number 2 in North America.
Wow. So you provide alcohol to retail stores, or do you own the retail stores in the whole?
We own the retail stores ourselves.
Okay. So in what provinces do you operate?
Alberta, BC, and Alaska.
Okay. How many locations altogether?
Oh, it changes by the week, but you open some, you close some, but around 230.
Wow. So you are about to become a distributor of cannabis where permissible by law.
Correct.
And so all of those locations are going to carry products from which providers?
Well, it's up to every province will be a little different because in Alberta and British Columbia, the the regulators will be the one purchasing the products from the suppliers. So it's actually their decision. In Alberta, they've chosen for year one 13 LPs to buy from. So we will have to buy from what the government makes available.
I see.
We're not allowed to contract directly with a licensed producer.
I see. And Alcanna is owned in part by a licensed producer?
That's correct. Aurora Cannabis owns 25% of our company.
And do they have the right to increase that ownership?
Yes. They have warrants. They can go to up to 40% if they exercise those warrants.
Interesting. So this is obviously a business that is revenue positive, profitable?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so as a publicly traded company, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with it at this point, but do you pay a dividend?
We do. Oh. Yeah, the company traditionally had been, it was a private company. It became an income trust when that vehicle was popular a few years back. When that was shut down, it switched over its distribution to a dividend.
Okay.
And had traditionally been a relatively low growth dividend paying stock. Okay. Which we are trying to communicate to the public and to the world, to our shareholders, that the company is changing and will change into a very high growth oriented investment with heavy capital and people expenditures in the early year or two here. We have an exceptionally strong balance sheet thanks to Aurora and thanks to selling off some of our American assets that we used to do business in.
So you're deeply experienced in the distribution of liquor and adult consumable products.
Yeah, controlled substances, and we've been doing this for a very long time.
Oh, okay. So do you look at what's happening in Ontario right now and sort of look at and say, okay, here's our next opportunity?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you've got now the cash and the partnerships to fill up the country with these stores?
Yes, no, exactly. Ontario has announced, as you know, that they are going to go to a private cannabis retail network instead of the public sector one that the previous government had chosen. There's no details yet as to how that's going to be rolled out and exactly what any individual retailer is allowed to do and so on. But we are very prepared and ready to go for whatever regime they put in place. We've got our real estate, we have great relationships with landlords across the country, and Canada's Canada. So a few big landlords have same ones out west that are here.
Right.
So we're talking to them right now. We have actually, to be honest with you, we had our boots on the ground the day after the election. Both for the liquor side, as the Ford government has also announced that they are going to be moving to some sort of a private model in liquor as well. Right. Again, details to be known, and whatever the government chooses to do in terms of retail regime for cannabis and liquor, we'll be ready if we're able. Very exciting for us.
Yeah. In Nova Scotia, the liquor store is attached to there's one side is the liquor store, one side is the cannabis store, which I thought was interesting because I thought federally the mandate was to not have liquor for sale where cannabis was for sale.
Yeah, no, that's the government and the government, so I guess they can do what they want. We were certainly anticipating, we have a lot of locations in Alberta, and if we could have demised a wall down the middle and had half the store doing one, half the other, it would have been more cost effective, but that's not permitted in Alberta. So, and some municipalities you're not allowed to you have to be separation of certain distance between a cannabis and a liquor. So it is what it is. We're fine. Yeah.
Right. What was the last dividend you paid?
We paid about 4% yield.
4%. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's that makes it an income stock, doesn't it?
Well, it is a bit, and it traditionally has been, and I believe a lot of our shareholders, do buy it for the income. But going forward, it's a very heavy growth. I mean, the company is not well capitalized till about a year ago, and so it was able to renovate stores, to do things on a very gradual basis, because just as capital became available, that's completely changed now. So we have the capital to grow the best parts of the liquor business, and obviously to expand into cannabis in Alberta, BC, hopefully Ontario, and any province where we're able to, because we have the expertise is there. We have the back of house already in Edmonton.
Right.
150 people who know how to run stores and who have all a day-to-day hard work. That's all set up.
Wow.
Adding 10 or 20 or 40 more isn't that difficult.
Right. So with with Aurora rather as a major shareholder in the company, the government chooses which suppliers are eligible to be chosen from. But there's obviously going to be an inclination on your part to carry Aurora or feature Aurora products.
Absolutely, and we're proud to do so. We believe, we've done our diligence as well, and we had other choices of licensed producers who've gone down the road with, and we were thrilled to have Aurora be the one that we finally came to terms with in February, because it's Alberta's Alberta, hometown, just down the road, and they've got these world-class Sky class facilities which they're building. I was in the one in Edmonton just last week, and it's just mind-boggling, the quality and the consistency and the part of the market that they're going to be able to provide. At the end of the day, retail's retail. You can't tell customers what to buy.
Right.
They'll tell you what they want to buy.
Right.
So you target segments of markets and different, but for the quality and for the higher end products and for the best of the best and the consistency, Aurora, in our view, will be the market leader. Our stores are going to be called Aurora.
Right.
So, so we will obviously, really try to feature those products, and Albertans in particular likes to support hometown.
Right.
And but we'll also be a house of brands. We'll carry any products that fit the demographics of our customers that our customers wish, which Aurora is absolutely fine with, and that encourages.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so that's interesting. So I didn't realize that Aurora's actually already got a retail footprint in 3 provinces with more to come in Ontario. Yeah,
through our stores. I mean, we own the stores, we're on the license, and we're on the lease and all that stuff, but they're called Aurora, and part of the investment, it was Aurora's choice of what the name would be, the brand, and they chose that, and we're thrilled they did. So that's a great honor for us, frankly, to be given the responsibility to look after and present to the public their brand, but it's in our hands, so it's a big responsibility. But we're thrilled that they gave us that chance. So I think we'll both do really well by it.
Yeah, no, this is the first opportunity I've seen in the cannabis market where you're a profitable company with major revenue and presence who pays a dividend. So it's the first cannabis income.
Well, I guess so. I think a lot of those companies have a very large market cap, but they're just getting started in terms of their operations. And we've been on for long. We do 22 million transactions a year and $600 million of revenue, and make good money already. So and we have the ability, both operationally and financially, to get into cannabis in a major way fast, but profitably fast and efficiently. We won't have the growing pains. It's just a few more stores. So it's the fundamentals of retail is the fundamentals of retail.
Sure. So are these stores going to be good to go October 17th?
You know what? It's all about development permits in municipalities, and every municipality has put a different regime and is taking a different length of time to decide who can put stores up and where. So it's really based on that. If it was just left up to market forces, if we were selling running shoes, yes, we would have them all up. It's not. So it's taking time. We'll probably have maybe 4 or 5 on October 17th, just by way of the permits that we've been able to get going. But we'll have, we'll have. In Alberta, you can only have 37 any one company in the first year, so they've just restricted so no one gets too big too fast. And we anticipate we'll have all 37 up and running sometime early in the new year.
Wow. It's a fascinating story, and I plan to actually become an investor, I can tell you. So it's been great to talk to you, James.
Well, thank you so much.
And we will be happy to have you back on October 17th or thereabouts to hear how the whole rollout is going.
Rolls out. I'd love to come. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Okay, cheers.